Okay. I know the title might make it sound like I hit the jackpot and I have all the secrets to lay upon you. The title sounds clickbaity. Let's be clear. I'm not rolling in fame and cash. You know, the real wealth isn't what you might think. Yes, I have had success as an artist. But the true treasure lies in something else deeper. It's the knowledge, the relationships, the personal growth that happen when you keep creating, even when it's tough. You know, the mistakes, the lessons, the highs and the lows. That's the kind of wealth money can't buy. Being an artist isn't glamorous. It's not about the Instagram posts or the gallery viewings, the easy success. You know, it's about the real struggles. The late nights, the self-doubts, the sacrifices. And I want to talk about why we keep going, even when it feels like the world doesn't care about our art, or you, for that matter. Because here's the thing. We create because we have to. It's not just our job. It's our life, our fight, and our purpose. You know, there's this misconception that artists have it easy. That we just pick up a brush or we pick up a pen and we just magically everything falls into place and we, you know, get somewhere. But the truth is, you know, we face constant struggles, whether it's the frustration of not getting your work to look the way you imagine it in your head. Battling self-doubt, you know, the imposter syndrome. That's a rough one to get through. I've been there before. I do not like that little imposter syndrome monster that lives in your head. You know, it's battling constant with yourself, dealing with rejection, you know, criticism. Criticism is a big one, but excuse me, it comes with the territory. It comes with being an artist. Okay, it's not easy to make a living as an artist. Even if you're lucky enough to sell a piece, there's no stability, there's no guarantee. You're constantly hustling, trying to make ends meet, while pouring your soul into something you're not sure anyone will even care about. It's the truth. But the hardest part, it's the emotional toll. You know, you invest everything, your time, your energy, your heart, into your art. And when you're not getting the recognition or the sales, it's easy to feel invisible. Like you're just shouting into the void. But despite all of this, we keep going. And why do we keep going? Because we create. It's the only way we know how to express ourselves. We create because it's the only way to deal with the pain, the confusion, the frustrations of life. It's the only thing that keeps us grounded. I mean, I know, for example, for my own reason, I will, if I'm having a really stressful day, I like to sit in my studio with my headphones on. You know, I'll put these on, and I'll put on some piano music, and I'll tune out the world, and I'll lose myself in some art. And nothing beats it. You know, after you finish doing that, it's just like, you know, you can breathe again. You know, it's not about the fame, or the money. I mean, sure, we'd love to be recognized, to make a living from our art, but the real reason we create is because it gives us purpose. It helps us process the world around us and give meaning to the chaos. And that's why, even though all the struggles, we keep going. I know it's hard. There are days when it feels like everything's against you. Maybe your art isn't selling, maybe no one's seeing it. You know, maybe you feel invisible. But listen, what I've learned through all of this is that your worth is not defined by anyone else. It's not defined. It's not defined by sales, views, or validation. Your worth is in the art you create and the passion that drives you to keep going even when the road is tough. Every line you draw, every stroke of paint, every word you write, no matter how small or imperfect, matters. It matters because it's your voice. It's your story, your experience, and your truth. And that's something that no one else can take away from you, no matter what the world throws at you. I know it's hard to not get discouraged. Believe me, I've been there and I'm still there some days. It's a struggle. But the beauty of being an artist is that we don't create for the world. I may paint the world, but I don't create for the world. I'm not catering to my collectors, so to speak. I'm doing art the way I want to do my art. And that is enough, right? So when you're feeling like quitting, when you think it's too much, or when you feel like no one notices, you need to remember this. You are doing something incredible. You are sharing pieces of yourself with the world, and that's powerful. And you're not alone. We're all in this together, struggling, growing, learning. But through it all, one thing remains constant. Your art is valid. You are worthy of being heard, even when it feels like you're shouting into the void. And you're creating something that will last, something that will resonate with someone, somewhere. And the truth is, every piece of art you create is a step forward. Even on the days you don't feel like it, you're still moving forward. Okay, so I'm telling you now, if you're struggling, don't give up. Keep creating. Keep putting your heart into your work, because the world needs art. Even if it doesn't seem like it right now. You are an artist for a reason, and the path may be long, but every moment you create brings you closer to your truth, to your voice, to the people who will see your work and understand you. Stay true to yourself, stay focused, and always, always keep creating, because your art, your journey, your story, they matter. And you matter. I remember years ago I was posting on my Facebook group. I have a Facebook group called Blind Chronicles Inspirational Art. And at first I created it so that I was just posting my artwork every single day for everyone to see, my progress, my processes, how I was growing. And then eventually I opened it up to everybody so they could post too. And I remember a comment I got. It was during the pandemic. And one of the comments was, I love logging on here and seeing your artwork every day. This is during lockdown, and you are an essential worker. And it made me think, like, this person's calling me an artist who's creating art and just being myself, an essential worker. That was powerful, and it stuck with me. If you're out there and you're creating your art how you want and you're posting it and people are resonating with it, just keep going with it. Keep having fun, keep exploring, keep experimenting, and, believe in yourself. Don't give up.